beautiful afternoon it is. I think today is going to be the last day of this weather. The forecast for the rest of this week is an absolute mess. Plunging temperatures and rain. Oh joys. Went back to my fish with the heater. So not a lot going on with the fish this week. I'm still knee deep trying to sort my garden out. I've noticed actually last few weeks, I don't know whether it's coming up on camera very well, the Shiro has gone very yellowy. God knows why. So anyway, I've been thinking about the weather today with the autumnal change from tomorrow, looking at the forecast. But I'm thinking about covers, not putting them on just yet, but maybe, I'm going to say this year, but that'll be a lie, whatever the speed I work at, which is like slow. Thinking next year. Someone mentioned it on my video from the other week when I asked for people to put comments down what they'd change about the pond. I liked this idea. Don't know how I would do it, but I can't do it till, I suppose I could do it this year. I'm not going to do it till next year because of the pond amendments, and it may make it not feasible when the pond amendments are done. But anyway, about having the covers on some kind of framework which I could lift up into the roof area and just lower of an evening to keep the heat in. So temperatures today, as you can see with the bright yellow thing up there, 24-25 degrees. The pond water temperatures are usually it's just over 21 degrees at the minute with the heat. The heats are keeping it at 20. Today's ambient air temperature, say, being 25, so it's nice and toasty. But yeah, the temperatures that are coming over this course of the next 7 days, 8 days, something like that, at least 5 days, going down to sort of, according to the BBC website, which is probably a load of BS, but that's what I look at, 14-15 degrees. So if I wasn't heated, I'd be in a big bother. So I'm going to see, I'm not going to adjust my pond heater, the air source heat pump. I'm not going to adjust it, I'm just going to run it as it is. So I'm going to keep it at 20 just to see how much more it does cost when the air temps are down for a bit of a longer amount of time. So I've been monitoring it, as you know, as in, I've not been writing it down, I've just been keeping an eye on it, and I know for my house to run, the cheapest the house and the pond cost wise to run per day all in is about £3. So anything above that I'm putting down towards the heater for the pond. Obviously it might not always be that, because things like if someone has a bath, it will use a bit more gas, and if the kettle's on a lot more, and my son's blooming computer, if that's on all day and all night playing whatever he plays, or Xboxes and all that kind of stuff, it uses a bit more electricity. So, but it's around about £3. So, and I've had a few days where it's been £5 because the heater's been on, topping it back up. But we've had warm days, so, and obviously as we know, an air source heat pump, the warmer the ambient temperature, the less it needs to run, because it's more efficient. So it'd be interesting to see. I'm willing to give it a few days. I'm still going to hold for 20, but because I'm not covered, obviously I'm losing a lot of heat off the surface of the pond, so basically burning money really. So I'm just intrigued this week, so I may at the next weekend or the weekend coming adjust my temperature down a tad, because it is going to be cooler, a lot cooler. And so, as I say, as most of you know, there's a lot of junky weather coming in the UK, so we'll see. As you know, this is the first year that the first year for a long time that I've had a heater on the pond, so you know, it's all guesswork at the minute for me, but I'm not trying to be silly. I'm not trying to heat to 23 and then panic stations when bills come in. In actual fact, what I've been doing is making some overpayments to my gas and electricity bill. Yeah, just to lessen the blow over winter. So I'm in a decent bit of credit at the minute, so I've probably nearly paid for what it would cost me to heat the pond over the course of winter, a few £100. So just purely for my mind's sake, that I know when my direct debit goes out it's going to be 40 or 50 quid more. I'm not panicking and thinking, oh god, that's 40 or 50, because I've made some overpayments, even though they're not happy about that. Tough, because that's the way gas and electricity companies work, isn't it? But just for my own peace of mind, so I know that I'm not going to be having a huge direct debit come in, or it changing massively the start of next year when I've had some heat going in. So I don't know whether anyone else does that, but I just decided to do that for my own sanity. And it sort of seems free then, because you paid for it beforehand. So yeah, got nothing going on with the fish or the pond or anything this week. I'm still trying to sort out down there while the weather's reasonable. Got some more plastic sheeting to put on the back, and then I want to give it a lick of oil because it's going to be disgusting, the weather. So I want to get all that sorted. Not that there's a lot to do over here, but it's all planning at the minute for next year. But there's no cause for concern of anything. So they've been happy enough, just wanting to eat still. That's all they're doing. It's a bit boring being a fish, really, just swimming around and chilling out and eating when I chuck food in. This time of year is horrible, isn't it? Everything's changing, weather's changing, you know the impending cold snap is coming. It's fresh and horrible in the morning now, misty. It's going to be wet and horrible from tomorrow. Depressing, really. We've had a decent run of weather, I suppose, but it's just depressing. There's no getting away from it, it's horrible. Anyway, let's go and look where I've got over here. What have I got up to? In fact, I've got to fix something on my van first. Then I'm back over here. I've just put some black sheeting on the back of the sleepers and sealed it in with tape, just to give it a bit of protection. Don't know if it makes any difference, probably not. It's touching the ground as well. Now I've just got these last couple of bits to put in, then I'm going to finish oiling it all, which I've done these ones. It looks quite nice actually. Looks like some of them are potentially moved. Obviously it's wood, I suppose it's going to shrink and expand. Yeah, you can see the line there, so I've done these ones. Just need to get that finished and then get it all backfilled, and probably nothing until next year. No point in planting anything now. Maybe some bulbs at some point for next year. The joys. Anyway, standing around chatting and gassing, I'm not getting anything done, am I? Right, catch you in a bit when no doubt something goes wrong and I moan about it to you lot. See you in a bit. Oh yeah, we is done. Finally. I like it. Just a small matter. Getting rid of all that grass that's mounded up behind, and then backfilling with the soil. And what I did was something pond related, because that's how we roll. Just a random thing that I decided to do, and I don't know why. I presume it's just because in my head there was only a bit of decking all left, so I stayed in front of the pond. I don't know why, because it's probably going to be coming off. I presume that's what it looked like before it had all faded and gone a bit cracky. So yeah, that's me done for today. Not sure what, I say not dry because it's oil, but not sure what it's going to, what colour it will go like, but that'll do for new. Yep, sorted. We'll go inside and have some dinner now. Might as well while I'm here chuck a bit more food in, because I just like feeding the fish, because why not? They don't really get much, do they? I was just looking actually when I was over a minute ago at Chubb's horrible black lump now. It's not actually too disgusting. Obviously it is visible, look, as you can see. It's gone down a bit and it's not red anymore, it's just sort of, which a lot of chags do because they're light coloured skin, when they get a knock can go black, so definitely just going to leave one alone. Let me turn the air on, look, load of food going down the skimmer. Ooh. Anyway, right, that's me done for the day. Going inside, I've got work to do. Busy. Window cleaning, busy. Right, catch you later. Bye. Oh my god, wind. Probably tell because you probably can't hear me, it's nuts. And it's a cold wind. The heat has been on all day last 2 days, pretty much trying to keep up. I'm really contemplating covering now, because yeah, as I say, the heater just can't keep up. As soon as the water's being heated up, it's obviously just losing it because it's a cold breeze and not very warm today at all. Night temperatures down to sort of mid single figures, so 6-7 degrees when I got up this morning. The fish are just crazy still. I've actually made a decision as well with regards to the heater. I've turned it down to 19 degrees, so I've knocked it down a degree, but that's not going to be enough because it's horrible. Look at this. Anyway, literally just a short video this week. I've absolutely been snowed under work-wise. We've got a lot going on as per usual, so not a lot going on. I have hardly spent any time out here other than chucking a bit of food in and turning the heater down because I've been looking at how much I've been spending. Sorry about the noise. So I've just been out to peg some washing out as well. I can't believe the wife, crazy. Anyway, so that's it for this week. I have got an Adam Bayer grow on. It's not really an update, it's just an information video that will be coming out the next couple of days after you see this. In fact, if you haven't seen already, hopefully you have. I did visit Adam Bayer, the UK koi farm. You can see that video up here if you haven't already. But yeah, there'll be a quick information video about the grow and show next year, and if you haven't seen that video you can watch that up here. There'll be that coming out, and part 2 of the koi farm visit from Adam Byers, that'll be out next week as well. Yeah, and that's it for this week. Just a short-ish one. As I say, I've not done anything other than work. I've had a few meetings. We've got absolutely crazy scenes at Clarity Window Cleaning. It's crazy scenes at work, so I've just had no time for anything else. So thanks for watching this week, and I will catch you all a few times next week. You'll be bored of me next week because there's a few videos going out, so bear with me. And we're getting to that point in the next couple of weeks where I'm going to reveal all about my plans, what I want to do. Whether or not I can do it or not and afford it, I don't know, but I'll go through in more detail what I want to do in the up and coming week or two, well, couple of weeks. Thanks for watching. Catch you all next week. Stay safe, especially in this weather and this coronavirus hatred time. Anyway, catch you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.